Hi Flosstube, it's Deb from Frog Cottage Designs. Today is Flosstube number 21 and it's the 28th of January. I thought I better jump on now. We've been quite busy through the holidays. Kids start school tomorrow, so in between running around, just got off the phone with all my kids' counsellor and we're ready for school. So I thought I'd pop on, do my floss tube. It won't be a long one. I didn't get to work on a lot of things, maybe about 7 things. What did we do in the holidays? My daughter came from Perth, yay, and with her 2 sons and her hubby, and we spent Christmas Day with them, and I think it was around the 4th or the 6th of January, she came up for a visit. She hasn't been here for 9 years. The last time she came here was the time that she told me that they were moving to Perth. I go once a year to Perth. Usually, hopefully, I try to do it a week before Christmas so I can spend Christmas with my 2 grandsons, or, have our own Christmas. Last year, the fires in New South Wales were really bad, so I had to delay my trip. I scheduled it for the first holidays, which was March, April, and then COVID happened. So it was lovely that they actually came out. They spent 3 weeks in Sydney at my daughter's house. So we spent not Christmas Day, that got cancelled because of the COVID. We actually went on Boxing Day because if we went, there's 5, 6 of us, it would have put the numbers over. So Boxing Day we went, and it was better because it meant I got to spend time with my kids without anybody else there, which was really lovely. And got time to spend with Miss Lily too, my little granddaughter. She's 8 months old now. I do have some cute pics, so I might put them at the end of the video. After my daughter left, she spent maybe 3 days. My husband and I needed to get the canopy and clears done on our cruiser, which stays in Sydney Harbour. And we waited 3 months for a guy to do it. A couple of weeks before Christmas, he kept putting us off. He ended up saying, look, mate, I just can't do it. So I ring around. Nobody could make it. And that's the actual canopy on the top. And the clears are, the clear stuff you can see through. Keep us all waterproof. So in the end, my husband has an industrial sewing machine. I'm a quilter. So we persevered and we did it ourselves. It was very stressful. It was probably a good communicative building exercise for my husband and I, but in the end, it cost us just under $1,000 to buy the canopy, the clears, the zips, the binding, the rubber, all the trims and everything. But in the end, we saved ourselves $6,500. This guy was charging us $7,500 to actually make them, so we did it ourselves. We took it down. We spent a week on the boat. Everything was really good. A few things didn't line up, but that's okay. We could make adjustments, which was good. And so we spent our time on the harbour. We usually go to Manly, which is a big tourist destination in Sydney. And we actually moor there on the free moorings. So we just fished, swam, and had a wonderful time. I'll put some pics in of the fishing because we've got some little Holly caught octopus over and over again, and I know it wasn't the same octopus, but it was so cute, and no, we didn't keep them. But we just got back 2 days ago from our second trip down at the boat. It's lovely. You're on the harbour. There's lots of free mooring around. I love fishing. The kids love fishing. If we catch anything, we barbecue it on board. It's just yummy. But anyway, let's get to stitching. Okay, what else did we do? Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, only 7 things to show you. I have been doing some secret stitching for Down the Rabbit Hole magazine for their next issue, so I'm sorry I can't show you that, but I will show you what I have worked on. I'll also do some stats as well. I'll do it after my whips, I think, of all the whips I bought over and what I did in 2020. Okay, so my first whip is Heartstring Sampling. I really love this one, this Coffee Quaker, and there's a few others, so maybe that may be on my list. Did a bit of work on this. This is on 32 count Country Mocha. So I did this part down here, and I can't see, but the yellow, which is caramel corn, which was a big motif. So I did all that as well. So I was quite happy with that. And that was my stitching on the boat. Not that I got a lot done, I maybe got a few hours, which was good. Next one I did was Gone Batty, and this came up on my decision wheel spin. Gone Batty. That's by With Thy Needle and Thread. And this is on, I think it's Sand Lugana 28. It's a bit creased because, you know, you just shove it back into the bag. So I did quite a bit on the cat. So that's where I'm up to on that one. What I've done is I've put all my whips into one wheel and all my stitch alongs into another wheel. And I'll tell you a bit about it later, in a little while, sorry. But that's how I'm planning to do my stitching. Next thing is Linen and Threads 2020 stitch along. Sorry. And I'm working on down the bottom. So I only did a little bit of down here. And that's March, I think. Once I've finished that little area, then I'll be on to April. Got curly hair today, jumped out of the shower, jumped on the phone, and this is just the way it's dried. One thing when I was doing my whip parade, my last floss tube, I found 3 projects that I hadn't even recorded. Oh, what am I trying to do? I'm just trying to show you a picture. Is that one? Yeah, here it is. This is my Harry Potter book covers. This was my leap year start last year. And I was stitching that for a while, and then I found the 3 threads quite cumbersome, and I thought it was a bit thick. So I stopped and I bought an 18 count gridded, but to do 2/2 was too big, and I didn't want my project that small. So I actually had a look at this and decided to continue. So I'm only down the bottom, so I've just done this part here. Just, I had some unpicking to do and recharting, like crossing off where I was up to, because I've put it onto my iPad, so that was a work in itself. So that one's that one, and this is no hurry. I've got 4 years on this one. 3 years now. No hurry, no hurry. What's this one? I did a few days on this one, on and off, over the break. Where is it? And this is my Addams family. So I'm up the top and I'm on, I'm not sure whose room owns this, but this is a big cauldron of bubbly green ooze. So I've enjoyed that, and I did put a fair bit of time into that one. So that's on my list to try and finish in 21. Actually, they're all sort of on my list to try and finish, but we'll see how we go. Oh, this one. Part of my stitchy plan is, I'll have to look it up, can't remember, but I know Fridays is for doing Hawk-on Hollow. So I think I only picked it up once. So I've done the words and starting on my little skeleton. I really love this one. And this is on Country Mocha, and it's 32 count with 1 strand. Yeah, and I'm doing this with Darvanalea stitches, and it's hashtag HRHSAL 2020. Well, we'll have to change that to 21, or hashtag Halloween at HRH. Oh, I'll put this one in haul because I'm not sure if I showed that one. Something else that's snuck in there, but I want to use some of the fabric for it. Part of my plan is Wednesday is Witchy Wednesdays because I've got a lot of witchy stuff that needs to be stitched. And for those who watch me a bit, every time I pull out my witches, I keep talking about how I haven't completed the grass on bobbing for pumpkins. Well, I did it the other day, so now this is ready to be made into a pillow. So I was happy with that one. I should leave that out actually. And that's bobbing from pumpkins with our needle and thread. Oh, there's that where that's gone. So what I worked on was October 31st. Hold on. Witch's Night Out. It came up on my spin. When I do my spin for Witchy Wednesday, I've got 4 projects: Gone Batty, October 31st, Witch's Night Out, and Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat's Prairie School, and October 31st is with the needle and thread. So that's my list of I knew. So when I actually do my wheel for those days, I just pick one of those 4 projects. And I did a fair bit of this. Did her dress and some of the flowers, some of the vines. So this one's moving along. Didn't realise it isn't overly that big. So why isn't it finished? What I need is just a bit of order, follow a program, see how it goes, use it for a day or 2, and then decide, nah, I'll stitch on what I want. And the last other one that I stitched on, oh no, got thread caught. Oh dear, I don't want to really rip that. Oh, there you go. We'll have to try and fix that. This one is Barbara Anna, and it's Forest Queen. That's it there. Why isn't that? Maybe take my finger away. Oh, why is that blurry? What about that one? That one's better. I like Barbara Anna, all her cutesies. And yes, I did succumb, and I have bought the Dreaming Girl sale, but I'm not going to start it right now. So I finished some more mushrooms, and this is the little mound that the little lady is standing on. Aren't they cute, all the little mushrooms? I like Barbara Anna. They're just quirky. They're really cute. Also, what I forgot to mention was my Flosstube. I've been doing it for a year, so I'll have a giveaway at the end of this Flosstube. I think we'll have to cut that. So that's all that I've worked on in the past 2-3 weeks, but you know, Christmas is time to spend with family and friends, so I'm quite happy with that. So what else have we got? Okay, my stats from last year. I didn't write how many I went into 2020 with, but anyway. Into 21, I've taken 34 whips. For 2020, I had 20 finishes, which I'm surprised at. and 48 starts this year. Now, I must admit, this year was my first time I've done, is it Stitch Mania, where you do a new thing stitch a new thing every day. I know I did that. I know in October for 24 hours of cross stitch, I started 8 new projects because I was going to have no new starts 21, which I'm still, what's the date now? 28 days and I'm still on that, so that's pretty good. So yeah, I'm quite surprised that it's 20 finishes. But some of those have been Frog Cottage design patterns, which I must say now, early December, 1, 2, 3 Stitch have, I think 8 of my designs now, selling 8 of my designs, which is a little bit exciting because I keep the PDFs on my website, Frog Cottage Designs, but 1, 2, 3 Stitch will do the printing, packaging of hard copy patterns, which to me sounds wonderful. So yeah, so if you're in the States, that's where my patterns are. If you're in Australia, I'm not doing hard copy, we'll just do PDF for now. So what else do we have? Oh, haul. Not sure if I showed this. This is Modern Folk Embroidery, and it looks like I've got some coffee or water on it. The Jane Austen Real Comfort. I think Kansas City Girl started it for some black sale or something, and I love Jane Austen. So I thought this would be nice. So I bought that, and yes, Miss Chrissy Stitches, I did purchase this last year, so I'm being a good girl. So yeah, so that was in with my Hawk Run Hollow because I'll do that on some country mocha. And I'll use some silky thread, which I'll show you in my haul. I know it's no new starts, but I did buy some more patterns. These ones from Etsy from Good Morning Maui, and I'm blaming Made by Michelle McGraw. When she did her whip parade, she had heaps and heaps of Good Morning Maui and all the little characters she's made into dough bowl pillows, and I'd like to do that as well. I already own Guardians of the Galaxy and Hocus Pocus, but I actually bought Alice for Alice in Wonderland because we all love Alice in Wonderland here, so I've bought those. I just thought it'd be cute to do, you know, the rabbit with the cat and Alice with, I'm not sure, the Queen maybe. If I do the Mad Hatter, I'd change his hair and have it the orange and have him in a purple outfit. Excuse me. The other one, because I love Harry Potter, I bought the Harry Potter. Now on Gail Phillips, I think that's what she calls her floss tube. Gail is an Aussie cross-stitcher, diamond painter. She also does, do you call it hardanger? She does a lot of stitcheries. She's got lovely work. And in her opening segment for her whip parade, she had a lot of beautiful Harry Potter little characters. So I thought it might have been Good Morning Maui. It wasn't, but I grabbed these. So Gail, if you're watching, I did send you a message asking where they came from. So hopefully she'll get back to me on that one. But we're all Harry Potter mad in this house. Okay, I'll correct that. I'm Harry Potter mad. So there's my 2 Etsy purchases, and they can be found under Good Morning Maui. Ooh. I had, everyone's doing Consider the Lilies by Heartstring Samplery, and I liked the Eye of the Sparrow. So I bought this last year sometime, and Michelle McGraw, I'm not sure who other, I know there's some other people with her, and they're actually stitching this. So I thought, yep, I'm going to jump on the bandwagon. I'm not going to start it now, Miss Chrissy, but I will start it later in the year. I'm not sure if I'll use this fabric. I'll show you. But I think I've got all my colours except one. I think it was coming and paid for, but didn't arrive, so they're out of stock or something. I was considering doing it in DMC only because it is hard in Australia to get all the hand-dyed threads. Like Black Coffee's been out for 6 months or something. Classic Colourworks, a lot of other things. They're really hard to get. So I did find a new store in Willoughby called Stitch. I don't know why I haven't found that before. And I'm sorry, I don't know the lady's name, but she was wonderful. And I found Brethren Blue, which I've been looking for 8 months. So that was really good. So if you're Aussie Stitcher, Stitch in Willoughby has hand-dyed threads, which is good. So I was thinking I've got this in my stash, Weeks Dye Beige, 32 count. So I thought with these colours, I thought that would look really good. And I don't have to worry about measurements. I think I've got a yard of this. Yeah, so 32 count that is, Weeks Dye work. So I don't know when I'm going to start that, but I know these ladies won't be finished for a while, so I'll jump on that bandwagon a bit later, I think. Yeah, so they're most of my purchases too, the threads. So I got my threads from about 4 different stores, so. 1, 2, 3 stitch order came. Just some more floss drops. And X-Stitch MD, she's been doing a lot of, she does a lot of samplers, monochrome colours, and a lot of her thread she uses the silky. And this is I forget what it's called, Barely Black or Almost Black. And that's the thread that I'm going to do the Jane Austen in. So I bought a couple of those. And I just bought these ones to see the colours, because online it's sometimes a bit hard. So one is brick and one is a red. I'll have to look them up. That's the only thing. The name that they're called, they don't have on their actual bobbin. So if you're from Silky, fix that. This one was a royal blue. I've seen some people do some nice stitchery in the different variegated blues, so I thought I'd have a look at that one. And long awaited, I've got some Murky 32 count. That's been out for a while. And what's this one? I think this is Wren, Belfast Linen Wren, which I stitched something on that. Can't remember what it is, but it's lovely. So that looks a bit yellow, but it's not as yellow as it looks on there. It's nice. Just some chalkboard black Ada in case I do some Christmas ornaments for. I thought it'd be nice to do one a month like I started last year. I only did it for 3 months and then I stopped. So that was from 1, 2, 3 Stitch, and the delivery is getting much better. Rather than 8 weeks, it's now down to 2.5, 3. 10 days used to be the normal, but look, you can't go past $4.99 delivery, US dollars. It's excellent. My pandemic I started last year. I haven't got it here now, but I think it's like a light grey. It's called Stone, and I bought Silky Parchment, which is the tone, like cream tones. And I don't know, it just wasn't doing it for me. So before I did any more, a lot of people rave about Silks for You. And so I bought a hank of Silks for You. They were on holidays or closed for a while. So when I got the email that it was open, oh, it's a bit pinky. It's a bit darker than what it shows there, but it's variegated. So it goes from a deep wine colour to a cranberry, and then to a lighter cranberry. So I'm going to stitch a little bit on that in this and see how we go. So that'll be on my plans for the next month or so to restart that one, if it comes up on my wheel. Okay. Yeah, that's all that I've got. I will do a giveaway. Sorry. I have a giveaway. I have a pattern. I bought this, it was a PDF, and I actually bought it from 123 Stitch as well. So I do have a hard copy of Barbara Anna's The Forest Queen, which is this one. So if you'd like a hard copy of this, and I actually bought some floss drops to go with that. I bought some extra packet of floss drops. So if you would like to be in the giveaway for that, just put in I love Forest Queen or something with Forest Queen, and just tell me what you did in your holidays. I just love how people get together, and you know, it's family, and I love Christmas. Christmas is lovely. So if you'd like to be part of the giveaway, just you must be a subscriber, so subscribe, like the channel, like this video, and yeah, Forest Queen, and you can receive the hard copy, which I've left on my desk, and some floss drops. And I'll announce that in my next floss tube, which will probably be in the next 2 weeks. So that's a bit all for me. I thought it was going to be a short one. Looks like I've rambled for a little bit. I apologise for that. But wherever you are, I hope you're safe and happy stitching, everyone. Bye.